Kyodo News English World。
はい、皆さんこんにちは。こちらは共同通信海外部のポッドキャストです。海外部では国内外で起きている出来事について取材してオリジナルの英文記事を発信したり、日本語のニュースを英語に翻訳したりしています。海外部の英語の記事をテーマにいろんな国から集まる仲間たちと英語と日本語を交えて楽しくおしゃべりしていけたらと思っています。今日は海外部の記者3人でお届けします。私は山口と申します。昨年まで日本語の記者をしていて、海外部に移動してきました。日夜英語の記事の上達に励んでいます。よろしくお願いします。
Hello everyone, my name's Toma and I've been at Kyodo for about 3-4 years now. At the office, I'm known as a voracious book reader and I read about 100 books a year. よろしくお願いします。
Hi, my name is Mariko Tamura. I've been in Kyoto for several years, I suppose.And I was in DC and I came to Tokyo, and I am not as voracious a book reader as Toma-chan, but I do love reading books.
はい、ありがとうございます。今日は、田村さんに、英語の記事を選んでもらいました。田村さん、今日の英語の記事のタイトルは何でしょうか？
So the article that I chose is called Square Watermelon Shipments Begin in Western Japan City.
はい、四角いスイカの、出荷が始まったという記事ですね。
It's a very simple article, but I thought it was interesting. So, Takamatsu, Japan. A Japanese city known for its ornamental square watermelons began this year's shipments on Monday, with each fruit priced at about 10,000 yen, or $70. A total of 8 growers plan to deliver around 300 cubic watermelons from Zentsuji, Kagawa Prefecture, through mid-July. Harvested while still unripe, the melons are not suitable for eating and are generally purchased as ornaments. The city began production about 50 years ago in an attempt to raise its profile, with the watermelons shaped into about 18-centimeter cubes by being grown in a square container once they reach a certain size.The number of square watermelon farmers had been in decline in recent years, but 3 new young growers appeared this year. So, anyway, I found it interesting. Well, I chose this topic because we're coming into the summer, and so when you think about summer, you think about watermelons. And then I also chose it because it's just really interesting living in Japan, and I'm just fascinated by the idea of fruit being seen as a fun item or a luxurious item with very high prices, because I'm a mere plebe. So perhaps it could be that I'm a mere plebe, but I hadn't seen, such expensive fruit or heard about it, or seen fruit that was auctioned at the Hatsuri at such high prices. So this idea of extremely expensive fruit is just fascinating for me.
確かに結構日本ってあれですよね、その贈答用とかのフルーツとかですごい高い価格で売られてたりして、でなんか1個1万円とか、メロンとかもそうですけど、すごく高いメロンがデパートで売られてたりとか結構ありますよね。なんかそこがすごい新鮮に映ったっていうことなんですね。
そうですね。I mean, you have like fruit baskets, right? So you do give fruit as gifts to thank somebody or when they're sick. And so the fruit baskets can get expensive, but in this case, if you have 1 square watermelon for 10,000 yen, I'm not quite sure if you have a lot of things like that, or, in Ishikawa-ken, they have ruby roman, which is a type of grape, and then 1 cluster was sold at 1.5 million yen.
My God, what?
In 2022. But that was for the seasonal auction. And so
insane.
And so I think it's just interesting how seasonal auctions are important in the Japanese mind. Like, first whatever product it is of the season. So
確かにそうですよね。なんかそのシーズンの一番最初のものとかってことですごく高い値段がついたりっていうのありますよね。例えばなんかマグロとかそのシーズンのなんか新年の競りでなんかね、何百万何千万とか確か1億円とかって言ったのがあったような気がするんですけど すごい高いですよね。
Yeah, I mean, you sometimes see strawberries, like one strawberry is 600 yen. It's like, whoa, how good can it actually be? I'd like to try one sometime.
One strawberry, just
one strawberry.
No,
It might not be 600 yen. That's a random number I said, but I've seen single strawberries being sold in like the basement of a department store, and I've been so curious, but I don't know. I want to know whether it tastes really good before I get it. It probably is.
It probably does.
It's probably really good. Yeah, that's something I haven't tried yet.
Because we're mayor plebes. No, but it's the care that's taken into creating this wonderful fruit, which is why it's expensive. So I guess I can understand that. But I think especially with the hatsuri, that for me is really mind blowing. That people are willing to buy something, and I guess it's part of it is also like a celebration, like a New Year's celebration, buying crabs for like 5 million yen. No, seriously, 5 million in 2021. So yeah, so it's part of a celebration, but it's a little bit of, so I can kind of understand, and at the same time I realize, it's just very different for somebody who's not.
なんかその
hasn't been brought up here.
のになるっていうようなね目的もあったりしますよね。なんかそこの初競りで何々がなんか何百万円で落札されましたってなったら、で落札者は誰々でってなったらね、そこのところが宣伝されることになるんで、そういうのは目的だったりもしますけど、あとは結構やっぱり日本だとそこの初っていうところに価値を置いて、本当はなんかそれぐらいの価値までなんかね値段はつかないかもしれないけども、今年のなんか豊作を祈ってみたいなところもなんかあったりして、そういうような値段がついたりなんかするのかなと思いますね。
あとなんかyou were talking about raising the profile, which is one of the words over here in English, and in the Japanese it says 地域を盛り上げる書いてあって、でなんかそれも面白いなと思ったんですよね。このフルーツを使って地域を盛り上げるとか、地域おこしをするとか。So it's not just you're eating common fruit, to make pie for your family, which is a great endeavor, and I do love doing that. But there's all this little background, I guess, which is kind of, I guess, not peculiar, but perhaps particular to Japan, I guess, or that particular region. So that's kind of interesting, because it also goes back to, especially with this article, about how you had, watermelon farmers, or the number of watermelon farmers who have been declining, but 3 new young growers appear this year. So part of it is also, we need to go and get younger people to come in and help grow all these different things. And so it also has to do with the aging population. So from one small fruit, y'all, there are all these different things.
広がることができますね。
Yeah.
I mean, it's kind of similar to what is it like in the States where you have where farmers come with their biggest pumpkins and kind of show it off. You can't eat it. They're also, are they ornamental? I guess they're ornamental.
Some are ornamental, like gourds. Gourds are ornamental.
So it's similar to that. It's very, specialized usually to that region, and you're just showing off all the stuff that you grew.
Yeah.
So
that's why I like county fairs.
Yeah.
Actually, every fall, you've got county fairs all over the states, and you've got all these people, who come, and they can be from big farms or small farms, or you've got kids who work together to take care of a little piglet that grew into a pig, and they come with all their farm animals and their horses and whatnot. And it's really lovely to see how people are invested in kind of nurturing, I guess, nurturing whatever product that they're bringing in, and being so proud of it.
なんか そういうあれですね、カウンティフェアに出てるなんか農家の方とか多分なんか共感することがね、ものがあるかもしれないですね。なんか日本に連れてきたらちょっと仲良くなれるかもしれない。
我々みたいにこんなに一生懸命作ってるんだっていうところとか、そうですね、共感できると思います。
なるほどですね。あれトマさんはなんか最近なんかすごい面白いスムージーを作ったって聞いたんですけど。
Yeah, it's not anything special. No, it's you know, like strawberries are quite expensive in the winter, and when it gets warmer, they become a bit more, a lot cheaper in some supermarkets. And so at one point, I was buying a lot of strawberries and making myself a smoothie. And in Japan, I feel like because strawberries are seen as a somewhat expensive fruit, I feel like it's a bit of a waste to use strawberries in a smoothie. So I kind of indulged and I was making a strawberry smoothie every day for like 2-3 weeks.
いいですね。なんか 2,3 週間なんか自分へのご褒美みたいな感じがね、なんか続いて
we can call it that.
確かにでもね、日本だとイチゴって結構なんかね高いイメージあるんですけど、アメリカとかだとそうでもないんですかね。なんか普通のフルーツって感じで。
普通のフルーツの感じがします。なんか大して高くはない。春頃に出てくるとか。
I also feel really lucky when I find my local supermarket. I found really cheap cherries and also really cheap blueberries, and I was ecstatic because they are usually very expensive in Japan. So I indulged the other day and I bought a lot of those as well. So I have to eat them before they rot.
Yeah, I think it's a question. Yeah.
多分アメリカから来た方とか多分なんかあれですね、多分日本で普段高いからそういうの安売りを見つけたらすごいチャンスだみたいな感じに
Exactly.
なるでしょう。
まあお店でなんかそれぞれなんか値段が違うので、ちょっとお店店々回って、このお店ではこれはこれぐらいなんだなとかで、なんかお店によって違うものを買うっていうことを日本に来てからし始めました、昔はなんか全然そんなことしなくて、もうただ一つの店に行って一つのスーパーマーケットでもう全部、
It's like I know I can get the cheap strawberries there and I can get the cheap blueberries here.
So basically like the meat is expensive over here.
主婦の生活のチーム。
そうなんですよ。なんかいつの間にか主婦になったというか、だからまあ面白いですよね。なんか周りの主婦を見ながらOh, I see, this is what they're doing. This is ああいうことしてるんだとか、なんかそれでなんかちょっとずつなんか習っていって、とこういうやり方なんだなって。
すごい。
Because otherwise, you know, I mean, because wherever you are, you're always going to learn from people around you, right? But in Japan in particular, one of the things that I learned was to go around to different shops and look at the prices. Yeah, not that I'm very good at that, but I try. So, yeah.
はい、ありがとうございます。それではすいません、ちょっとクロージングの時間になってしまったんですけども、海外部では、共同ニュースプラスというサイトで日本や世界で起きた出来事について英語のニュースを発信しています。今日ご紹介した記事も掲載されていると思いますので、ぜひチェックしてみてください。それでは皆さん、Until next time!
Bye bye!
Bye guys!